What if we've been underestimating the conversations happening right above us? Birds aren't just chirping randomly, they're sharing names, passing gossip, even holding grudges. And we're only beginning to understand how complex their communication really is. Let's dive into incredible examples that challenge everything we thought we knew about animal language. Because what if birds have been speaking this whole time, and we just weren't listening? Let's start with parrots. Among green-rumped parrotlets, parents give each chick a unique call, essentially a name. This isn't a random sound. It's taught, not inherited. It's a label, a signature sound that says, "This is me." But it doesn't stop there. As the chicks grow older, they sometimes modify their names slightly, adding their own twist. Imagine being named Alex, but deciding to go by Lex as you grow. That's personal identity forming, not just mimicry. This behavior shows that even birds understand the concept of individualism, and it challenges our belief that names are a uniquely human invention. When parrotlets call to each other, they're not just making noise, they're addressing each other by name. Next, meet the crow, one of the smartest animals on Earth. Crows can recognize human faces and remember them for years. If you mistreat a crow, it doesn't forget. But what's even more remarkable is that it doesn't forgive lightly either. Crows have been observed teaching their family members to avoid certain humans. They'll caw loudly, mobbing the person, and spread the warning to others. It's not superstition or instinct. It's learned social behavior. Even more surprising, some studies suggest these grudges can last across generations. Offspring who never met the original human still learn to avoid them. That's a form of cultural memory, passing down knowledge not through DNA, but through teaching. In a way, crows maintain their own social blacklist. It's organized, deliberate, and a clear example of birds using communication to protect their community. Now, let's talk about penguins. Some species, like Gentoo penguins, have a fascinating courtship ritual. Males spend hours, sometimes days, searching for the perfect pebble. Not just any rock, it has to be smooth, shiny, and special. When he finds the right one, he waddles over and presents it to a female. It's his way of proposing. If she accepts, they become lifelong mates. That pebble might even become the first piece of their shared nest. But here's where it gets interesting. This behavior isn't just an instinctive act. It mirrors human social customs of gift-giving and proposal rituals. Some penguins even steal better pebbles from rivals, showing a level of social competition. This isn't random behavior. It's a complex social interaction, involving choice, acceptance, and even negotiation. It's a glimpse into how animals develop symbolic gestures, much like we do. Let's add chickadees to the conversation. These small songbirds might seem ordinary, but their communication is highly advanced. When a predator is nearby, chickadees send out alarm calls. But it's not a generic warning. They encode the level of danger in the number of Ds at the end of their call. A single chick-D might be a minor alert, but a string of rapid D-D-D-D calls signals a high-threat predator, like a hawk. It's a real-time danger rating system, broadcasted to the entire flock. This allows other birds to adjust their behavior immediately, flying away, hiding, or staying alert. Researchers have even observed chickadees adjusting their calls, depending on the size and type of predator. It's not instinctual panic. It's deliberate, nuanced communication. designed for community safety. In a way, chickadees are using a coded language, a vocal Morse code of survival. But chickadees aren't the only ones using complex vocal signals. Let's talk about ravens. Ravens are known for their intelligence, but their social calls are even more surprising. When a raven finds food, it doesn't always keep it secret. Instead, it uses specific calls to recruit allies. Researchers discovered that these calls aren't just about sharing. Ravens choose when and with whom to share their discoveries. If the raven feels outnumbered or vulnerable, it will call in trusted allies to help claim the resource. But if it feels secure, it might stay silent, keeping the reward for itself. This is tactical communication. It's not random cawing, it's a deliberate strategy, weighing risk, social bonds, and potential gain. Ravens are making judgment calls and using their voice to tilt the odds in their favor. From parrots naming their babies, to crows teaching their families who to trust, penguins offering gifts of love, chickadees broadcasting coded warnings, and ravens calling in allies. It's clear that bird communication is layered, personal, and socially complex. We're only scratching the surface of what's possible. What if language isn't uniquely human after all? What if birds have been talking this entire time, and now we're finally starting to understand? Like and subscribe for more tasty bites of science and curiosity.